In this video, I'm going to show you how to find out all the factors of any given number. So if you give me any number, I can rewrite this number as a product of primes. What that means is you can imagine this number here, let's say 130, as a prime number here times another prime number times another prime number, and so on. So what I'm saying is that if you give me any number here, I can express this number as a product. Remember, product means times. So I can select prime numbers. Maybe this one here goes in here. Maybe this one goes in here. Maybe this one goes in here. Well, and then when you multiply all the prime numbers together, it will give you this number here. So let's start again. If I were to give you 130, how can you tell me all the factors of 130? Remember, factors means if you have 330, if you divide it by 2 and then it will give you a whole number, then 2 is a factor of basically a factor is when you get this number divided by any number and if it gives you a whole number, then this number here will be a factor. Okay, okay, 130. List all the factors of 130. So you know 2 would be a factor because 130 is an even number. So if you divide it by 2, it will give you a whole number. Now you could say 10 is a factor because 130 divided by 10 is 13. Well, what other factors are there? Well, you see, to answer this question, it's easier. It's best to break this number up as a product of primes. So, for example, let me show you how you can do this. So 130, you can visualize it as a 2 times 50 plus 15 will be 65. You can imagine 130, you know that you can divide it by 2. So I know that I can express it as 2 times something. So well, it's going to be 2 times 65. Now 65, because of this 5 here, I know I can divide it by 5. So I can express 65 as a 5 times a 13. Because or you can jump to this. 65 divided by 5. So 6 divided by 5, 1 remainder 1. So 15 divided by 5 will be 3. So you can, well, the point is you can express 65 as 5 times a 13. And look at this here. This is a prime. This is a prime, and this is a prime. So you can visualize 130. You can visualize 130 as a 2 times a 5 times a 13. So look, you've just expressed 130 as a product of primes because all these are primes. Okay. Now, if you want to know all the factors of 130, well, 2 is a factor, which we said earlier. 10 is a factor because if you combine, you can also combine the 2 and a 5 together. So you can visualize it as this. So 130, you can visualize it as 10 times 100, 10 times 13. So 10 is a factor. But my point is, you can list all the factors. Once you've broken your number down to a product of primes, then you can list all the factors. So let's start again. Say you're here at the moment. Okay. So the first factor would be a 2. Second factor would be a 5. Third factor would be 13. Okay. Now, fourth factor. Well, let's combine these two together. So that would be 10. Okay. Let's now combine the 2 and the 13. So 26 would be another factor. This one's probably hard to spot, but you can see that once you've broken it down into a product of primes. Let's combine the 5 and the 13. The 5 and the 13. So 5 and the 13. So that would be 65. Okay, and what else is there? 5. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You could arguably say 1 and 130, but these are obvious. But here you by breaking up a number into a product of primes, you can list all the factors. So if I give you a number, whatever number, break it up into a product of primes, and then you can start combining. Well, all these will be factors in effect, and they all happen to be prime. And then you can start combining this one and this one. That will give you another factor. And then you can combine this one and this one. That will give you another factor. Combine this one and this one. That will give you another factor. And then maybe you can even combine all three here. That will give you another factor. Okay. So in the next video, I will give you some practice. Okay.